Welcome, my name is Robin. Welcome to yoga. I've been asked by a couple of my students to do a headstand tutorial to add to my channel. And although I would prefer to do headstand in person, I thought I would give it a shot here, as long as you are being very mindful of your own body and what you can do and not forcing anything. I'm not there to check and make sure you're not putting too much pressure, and so just being very cautious. Speaking of caution, if you have any neck injury, shoulder injury, glaucoma, recent dental surgery, a heavy menstrual flow, I would not advise doing headstand. But if you feel like it's something that your body can do and it's something that you want to work on, then I have some tips for you that hopefully you'll be able to incorporate and eventually work your way up to a headstand. Know that it is a journey, and although it might happen for you right away, it might not, and that's okay. It took me over 20 years of practice, of yoga practice, before I even wanted to do a headstand. I didn't really have any interest before that, I guess. But then I decided I was interested in learning to do a headstand when I discovered Ashtanga yoga. And I would go use a wall in the studio, and I would try to come up, and eventually I did. And then after, it must have been over a year of consistent practice, was I able to have enough confidence to turn away from the wall and do it a headstand in the middle of a room, and know that it doesn't always happen, and sometimes you fall out of it, and as long as you could do a somersault and be very safe, you will learn how to do a headstand. It might take you a little bit longer than you expect, or it might not. That's the journey of yoga. So all you'll need for today is a mat and hopefully a wall. And we're going to get started. Before we do, I just wanted to show the hand placement. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your arms around your hands around your upper arms, and this is shoulder distance. And then from here, you're going to open up your arms and clasp your hands. And there's many different ways. People have different preferences. I don't have it all the way closed or all the way open, somewhere in between, and I tuck my pinky finger up so that the pinkies are in line. And this is my little basket, and I place this down on the floor by the wall or away from the wall, and press down, and then place the crown of my head in this little, the crown of my head on the floor and the basket around my head. Speaking of the crown of your head, you could take the heel of your hand and place it on the bridge of your nose, and then where your middle finger reaches is roughly the crown of your head. It's not an exact point, so you can see what feels best for you. You don't want to feel any pressure or much pressure anywhere here. You want to be able to feel like you can balance on the top of your head, and if you have a book or a block, you could try different places of placing the block, and if you place it too far, you'll notice how your head has to move up, or place it too far back, you'll see what feels best to balance. So once you find that, and I recommend being a little bit warm from doing another exercise or a yoga practice, but not too tired because you need some strength. It takes a lot of core strength, arm, shoulder strength in order to work your way and press down to lift up. So here we go. We're not going to come up right away, and you never want to turn your head when you're have your head down in a headstand or a shoulder stand or anything. So maybe watch first and then do. You're going to come to your mat, clasp your upper arms, find your shoulder distance, place your hands down on the mat, make that little basket, place the crown of your head down. In this version of shoulder stand called of headstand called Baddha Hasta Sirsasana, we are only putting about 10% pressure on the crown of our head. The rest is on our arms and working our shoulders. So you place that head down, and then you could tuck your toes
and walk your feet in, really pressing your forearms down and lifting your shoulders away from your ears. This is kind of like dolphin pose. You can come to dolphin first. Feel that. And then place the crown of your head just gently down, barely touching. And you can stay here for a few breaths and then come down. Take a child's pose. Rest whenever you need. A few minutes of practicing headstand in the middle of your own home yoga practice, or after some other exercise is a good idea. Not to do too much. Instead of doing a marathon, trying to get up to a headstand, just do a little bit every day and see how that works for you. I'm doing the same thing to get my handstand away from the wall. All right, so trying number 2. You can watch first, or you can listen. You're gonna make that basket, place the crown of your head down, draw strong through those shoulders, lifting your hips up, walking your feet in, and maybe bringing one knee into your chest, setting it back down. Other knee into your chest, setting it back down. Again, one knee, maybe the other knee comes up. You could tap your feet on the wall with your toes touching or not. And then come down, take a break, rest. And then we're going to do it one more time, working on going towards straightening your legs. You can stay in that smaller version with your knees either tucked all the way in or a little bit starting to open up the distance in between your hips and your torso for as long as you need, just to get that feeling there. All right, trial number 3. Press the floor away. Make that basket forearm shoulder distance. Bring your head down. Tuck your toes. Walk your feet in. Bring your knees into your chest. Press that floor away. Maybe your feet are on the wall, maybe not. And then maybe start to lift your legs up. Heels can press into the wall, or you can point with a flex, a floint. Pressing that floor away. Maybe starting to take your feet away. I don't advise staying up too long if you haven't done it before. So when you're ready, you can reverse your steps down and bring your feet down. Rest your head, child's pose. And then slowly come on up. So you notice how you feel. You might feel like you have a lot more energy after being upside down. You might feel a change of perspective, whatever it is to you. You might feel frustrated if it didn't work out. Know that it is a journey and all is good. And just keep practicing. So until next time, leave me some notes in the comments. Let me know how you're doing, and I hope you have a great day.